Well, hello and welcome to the weekend webcast for this Saturday, the 2nd of January 2021. Brand new year. Happy New Year from all of us here at Martin Lynch and Sons. Afternoon to Rob, who has just messaged in the live chat. You can as well. I'm just going to lower you down a little bit. You're a little bit high. There we go. So welcome along and good afternoon as well to M3BEB. We'll try and have a look and keep our eyes on the chat as we go through. So I haven't really got much of a plan today. We'll have a look through some of the news. We've had some news come through in the last few days. Some of it is already on the website. Some of it isn't. Well, that was good. I might be back. Hello. Sorry about that. Wi-Fi playing up in here this afternoon. So yeah, we'll have a look around some of the news, and of course I'm here to answer your questions. If you've got any questions as regards to anything at all, any products you want us to showcase this afternoon, we will of course do that afternoon to Jimbo as well, who's just hopped in the live chat. Yeah, so as I put a comment in the live chat, if you've got any questions and anything you want to see this afternoon, this is essentially it's your virtual visit to the showroom. That's how we like to think of these. It is, you can't come here in person at the moment. Obviously here in Staines we're in a tier 4 area, so you can't come into the showroom at the moment, but we're here and we can of course demonstrate anything on camera that you might want to have a look. Of course we'll also do a few other questions. If you have any questions at all, please pop them in. Afternoon to Martin from a snowy Barnsley. Yes, I was actually in conversation with a friend of mine earlier on today, who lives in very, very East Lancashire. So far east, it's almost West Yorkshire or North Yorkshire, and he was saying that he was having quite a bit of snow as well. Afternoon to Kim. Who is you saw in one of our videos a few weeks ago. She's watching. Afternoon, Kim. Rob is asking, do we know when the Hustler 6BTV will be back in stock? We have got an order with Hustler. We are I'm going to ask Dan, who's looking at me from the other side. Are they on the way? They're on the way. Hustler are on the way. We'll let you know as and when. And Kim might actually be able to answer that question as well. What else have we? Pardon? Okay, Dan is telling me end of January as they're on a sea freight. That's what we're saying. So we'll keep you updated. Afternoon to Barry as well. Happy New Year. Kim says March. Should we go with what Kim says? We'll go with Kim. What Kim says. Look at that. Roger says, need something to get me into local C4 FM repeater. So you have an FT70. Anything else come to mind? FT70 is a very good shout. If you want something more mobile, then potentially the something like the FTM 7250. We've just reduced the price of those on the website, so you can have a look at that. They're now $219.95 plus delivery. Yeah, FT70 is a good shout. FT3, if you want something a little bit more high end, that's a good option. So that's definitely one to look for as well. Of course, you've also then got FTM 300 and FTM 400 available as well. This is good. Keep your questions coming in. What network radio handsets do you have? So we have two. We have the long-standing Radiotone RT4, as well as the brand new TYT IP98. I've been playing with the TYT IP98 actually quite recently. And that's becoming my favourite of the network radio. So that's definitely one to recommend. Chris says, afternoon, Jonathan. I hope you got all you wanted for Christmas. Chris, I did actually. I bought, as you may know, an IC705 for Christmas. I got an LC192 backpack case for it. So that was exactly what I wanted. Let's have a look. See, Steve says, hi from a very wet Plymouth. Sorry, Steve. They're moaning about snow up north, so it could be worse. And it also says, what's the best antenna all-in-one, 166 metres? It's a very difficult question to ask. It's an easy question to ask, I suppose. It's a very difficult question to answer. It all depends on what your constraints are. Whether you're looking at something vertical, whether you're looking at something like a wire antenna. I mean, we've gone on about them previously, but certainly you can do a magic with a 49:1 transformer and a piece of wire. Want to say more off the shelf? DXCC from Alpha Delta, that'll get you going on most bands, certainly 80 through to 10. There's the DXLB and the DXLB Plus for the low bands. If you want something for 160, you want to go for the LB Plus, but it's a long antenna. So it very much sense. And the other thing to bear in mind is that the more bands you add to an antenna, the less efficient it becomes. So you don't necessarily want to be getting an antenna that's going to cover everything. You maybe want to be focusing on something, focus on some bands that you really want and prioritize those in your antenna choice. That's definitely something to bear in mind. Good afternoon to M0OMT, who's in Newcastle upon Tyne, where he says there's no snow yet. I do know, however, that down in Bishop Auckland, just down the road from you, there was snow earlier on today. Afternoon to Don, N5SKT, who says hello from Texas. What would you recommend for a handheld mobile scanner? Handheld scanners, you really need my colleague John as our scanner expert, our resident scanner expert. But there are a good number of options. If you're after more scanner rather than receiver, and there is a subtle difference, then scanners, then certainly something like the UBC 125 XLT is a very good option, a very popular choice as well. If you're looking for something for more as a handheld receiver, then you could go for something like an IC R30 or let's have a think, AOR DV10, very good choice. What else have we got? We've got a used ICR6 at the moment. That's I'll show you that in a moment. We've also got a used AR 8200 from AOR. All fine options. And Chris says, thanks to Gary for sorting out the sale today. You're welcome, thanks. Carol says, can you sell me a big fat burner for me NATO 2000? I'm sure we can. Yeah, give us a call. Well, ask for Tony, he'll sort you out. What else have we got here? Let's have a look. So yeah, keep your questions coming in. So we'll have a look around the used items in a moment as well. Good afternoon and Happy New Year to Greg, 2W0FYP. And very Happy New Year to you as well. Right, I'm sure I've missed some people, so let's just scroll back up my list. Good afternoon and Happy New Year to Stephen G7BXU. Afternoon to Mike as well, and Brian, who I missed at the start. And who else have I missed? I'm sure I've missed a couple else here. Afternoon to Richard, 2E0FJJ. I think I missed you out in the middle there as well. Brian says, any news on the Yaesu? Yes. FTDX10s in this week is the hot goss off the press. I'm sure that Kim will correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe, and I'm going to say this, Monday. That's what I'm going to say. We're all looking forward to seeing a DX10. I'm very much looking forward to opening one and doing an unboxing with you on yeah, Kim just said. I'm very looking forward to doing an unboxing. We might do a live unboxing. That would be a good thing to do. A live unboxing on of the FTDX10 when they arrive. We're very excited to see one. We're very excited to play with one. I've seen a few reviews and reports from some people in the States who are saying that they're fantastic and that it's very much a good radio and sits between the 991A and the FTDX 101, as you would expect. So that's we're very excited to see that. So that's it. It should be here Monday. And Tommy Boy says, does the UK and EU version have 4 meters? Yes, it does. Yeah, 4 meters as standard on the DX10. I say as standard. It's a question we always get asked, and one we do constantly answer is, how do I enable 4 meters on my 101, say, or how do I enable 60 meters on my FT991A, for instance? Very simple to do. If you look on our website, there's some instructions. Where Yaesu only produce one version of the radio for the entirety of Europe, and as some parts of Europe don't have access to 60 meters or 4 meters, they don't enable it out the factory. So just a few button pushes you have to do in order to allow that operation on both 60 meters and 4 meters. And the instructions for the DX10, I believe, are already on the website. So if you've got a DX10 on pre-order, and bear in mind that this won't be done by us, because unless we have another need to go in your radio, we're not going to touch it. We're not going to open up the box. So you'll have to do it when you first get out of the box. Just a few button pushes in order to enable those two bands. Let's have a look. See, Christopher says a 49-1 plus 40.5 meters of wire, 8 bands, and works very well. I'm sure it does. Z1100 A2 asks, can it be wide banded for 11 meters? Again, as we said a few weeks ago when we were asked that question, the answer to that is probably. With Yaesu, we tend to get that information a few weeks after we actually get the stock. So it's more than likely that the DX10 will be able to be wide banded for 11 meters, but we don't have that information as of yet. Good afternoon and Happy New Year to Callum, who says hello from West Belfast, and to Peter, Happy New Year to you, and hi to 1RC104, who is saying hello from Italy. So hello to you. Right, at this point, keep your questions coming in. I'll come back to your questions as well, but I'm just going to pop my iPad down. We'll have a quick look at what we've got used behind me here. We'll have a quick look at what we've got used waiting to be going on the website down the other end of the showroom, and then we'll come back and we'll do a few more questions, and then we'll do that. That's how we're going to proceed today. Obviously, if you've not already watched Martin's video that went out yesterday, then definitely watch that. He went through a whole load of products, so that's something to look. Martin says, where can I purchase a Yaesu t-shirt with a course on it? I'm afraid, as far as I'm aware, you can't. The Yaesu factory did those for us about 4 years ago now, and they were a special run for Yaesu's 60th anniversary. So as far as I'm aware, I don't think you're going to be able to, but I don't know. Right, let's have a look at what we've got in use. I'm going to flip the camera around as I come around, and I do apologise. My cameraman has deserted me, so I don't have the good camera shot as you would see on some of our pre-recorded videos. But we'll start with this TS590S, £799 boxed and complete, as you can see. Of course, 590S is the predecessor to the 590SG that we have today. Kenwood's renowned for their quality, renowned for their ability on CW. I've said it before, I will say it again, you cannot beat Kenwood for CW. So 590S, 700 at £99. I said I'd mention the ICOM ICR6, there it is, just in the in there. That's the ICR6 with the box and a little carry case at £159. I think that was just a question there. Let's have a look. See, what's the antenna switch next to the 590SG? I think you might be asking about our duplexer, not a switch, it's duplexer for our repeater. That there covered in antenna cables. Let's make it look a little bit neat. So that is GB3ML just out there. That's that one not for sale. Right, what else have we got here? AR 8200 Mark III, the latest and best version of the wide range receiver, as it says on there from AOR. Nice unit. If question earlier on about the handheld scanner, well, technically not a scanner. Won't do that sort of quick scan or the sort of close call functionality that the things like the Unidons and the Bearcats will do, but a very good option if you're after a really high quality scanner. Available at the moment, 349. Also got an FT736R. This is, of course, Yaesu's VHF UHF all mode. This one has got the 6-meter module installed for £449, supplied with mains cable and microphone. FT991A, again boxed with everything you like. It's got a few tiny marks on the top, so I'm sure you can just see, but the front panel of it is absolutely clear of anything. For £10.49. Again, available right now. Oh, apologies. That's, I caught my cable. Right, FT818. Of course, the successor to the ever popular FT817, which we've always said that is fantastic. Every radio ham should really have one of these. As I'm sure you're aware that I had an 817 for many years and very happy with it as well. So this one, box with everything in there for £499. Now we've seen a couple of these recently, which is like buses. It is like London buses. You wait all day and two come along at once, or at least in very quick succession. Although HF225, this one boxed with the manual and the mains supply for £249. Again, available right now, and it is on the website. FT450D 599. I'll just give a quick mention to that one. It's available there. Really lovely condition, that one. Definitely one to have a look at. Talking about a 7300, there it is. We have a 7300 right now. It's got a few marks on the top on this one. It's a bit of a shame, just up to that top bezel. But of course, the actual front panel and most importantly, the screen is mark free. Of course, supplied with everything you could possibly want. I believe there was a tiny scratch. It possibly might not come out on camera. It is on one of the sides. Although I say that, I can't actually spot it at the moment. Yeah, I can't spot it at the moment. But yeah, those marks on the top are the thing to look at. But again, say front panel, absolutely spotless. Yours for just £849. That's about £50 off what we would sell one brand new, what we sell one in a really lovely condition for. But 7300, absolutely perfect. Another 818 just sat there again, £499. 703 just sat there as well, £699. Of course, 10 watts out on all bands, and with the inbuilt auto ATU. If you've got something like a IC7600, then you might want to consider an SP23 at 169. Again, with the box and in a very good condition as well. Of course, all the cables there supplied as you would expect. Couple more things I'm going to mention down this end of the room. An IC7610 just sat there in a very good condition. Save yourself about £500 off what they are brand new at £2499. Of course, again, boxed as well. And also IC7000, of course, this is ICOM's HF, VHF, UHF mobile, as they would call it, with that lovely colour screen. That's the nice thing about these, that colour screen is just lovely. I'm just seeing a tiny mark on that screen, but hey, never mind. At £699. Right, one final mention, 81,000. So if you've got something like a 600 watt amp and you want a lovely tuner to go with it, 81,000 is a very good option. Right, I'm going to walk down the other end of the showroom very quickly, because we've got a couple of items. Oh, try not to get tangled up. Try not to get tangled up or trip over. That's my thing. If I go falling over, someone, I don't know, shout help. Right, let's have a look what we've got down this end. This just waiting to be processed. We've got a another IC7000 just sat there. It's got some plastic film on the screen that will peel off, so keeping the screen nice and lovely. Try not to reveal anyone's personal details. FT991A, got another one just sat there in a very good condition. A tiny mark on the top again. Not sure what it is about 991s, but there we go. Apologies. Oh, just lost myself for a moment. There we go. BHR there. What else have we got here? Got a 7610 just sat under there. It's sleeping by the looks of it under this lovely cover. Another 77. Got an 818 over there, and down here a DX1200, which is in very good condition. Again, be going on the website either this afternoon or Monday. Again, we've got plenty more upstairs waiting to be tested, as I'm sure you can imagine in current times when we're buying second-hand items in. Or trade-ins or part exchange or anything like that, we have to be very mindful of our engineers testing it. So everything's entering a 3-day quarantine. So turnaround times are just taking very slightly longer than normal. All right, let's pick up my my iPad and have a look. W says Happy New Year from the Jonathan fan club. Thanks very much. Right, we've done the antenna switch. Comments about the FTDX10 being the 7300 kilo. I'm not entirely sure that's true. I think there's a place for both to coexist quite happily. To be honest with you, I don't think that that one is better than the other necessarily, but we'll find out as time goes on. Let's have a look. See what else have we've got here. Don says that he was looking at the duplex. Apparently, he's duplex for his transversers. I had a picture of that Google the other day, but I was not sure what it was. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, our duplex for our thing. Happy New Year to Michael, who says Happy New Year as well. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. What are your thoughts on the DX10? Well, again, we're waiting for stock to arrive. They should be here on Monday. So yeah, we're potentially do a live unboxing. So we'll make a big fuss of the DX10 when they come in, and of course we'll bring you our thoughts. Jonathan says, will there be much of a delay with postage to Northern Ireland? I know there won't be. As we understand it, the government has put in some temporary measures to make sure that goods can still flow to Northern Ireland. So hopefully that's not going to be any issue whatsoever. Sounds like there's. Thank you very much, delivery driver. So yeah, hopefully post to Northern Ireland in the immediate future is going to be absolutely fine. So no need to worry about that whatsoever. Let's have a look. See. Oh, James 736 is on the website. In which case it may have been sold. If it's been sold, I do apologise, but it's certainly not been picked yet anyway. Don says that he's had his for 2 weeks. I assume that means the DX10. Yes, he says DX10 very nice. Yes, but a lot of thought into it. It's a great receiver. Excellent. Let's have a look. See. Hi to Rob M0ANO, and there we go. Tommy echoing our thoughts. As long as it isn't food, should we know bother posting stuff to Northern Ireland? No, that's very true. Indeed. Yes, and of course, you know, there is a brave new world outside of the customs union, anything like that. So we're fairly sure we've got everything set in place now. But obviously, there may be a few issues that we haven't thought of. But hopefully, hopefully not. Hopefully, everything should go through absolutely fine. I don't think I missed any other questions. Any other questions from anything you want to have a look at? This is the whole reason for this this video. It is your virtual visit to our showroom, so I can pull things out and show you on camera should you want to see. Jonathan saying that certain couriers and companies have already put hold deliveries to Northern Ireland, and we haven't. And none of our couriers have, so there we go. That's absolutely fine. No, all our couriers are shipping stuff to Northern Ireland as normal. Certainly, we had a message from DPD the other day, who we mostly use. They're saying that things are happening as they should be fine. Right, so there's a couple of messages there. What's best, handheld and aerial on an SDS 100D? Again, depends what frequency you want to be focusing on, but you could go for something like one of the Diamonds. 771 would do the trick quite nicely. They do a couple of telescopic options as well. So definitely have a look through on our website for some of the handheld antennas. Will certainly do the job very well. I'm pretty sure it's an SMA on a SDS 100. I have to have a think. It's either an SMA or a BNC. If it's an SMA, you want the SRH 771. If it's a BNC, then an RH 771 would do the job quite quickly. Don pointing out that as he bought his from a US dealer, I'm not sure which dealer Don bought his from, but he bought one from a US dealer. His doesn't have 4 meters. Yeah, unfortunately, stateside haven't heard of 4 meters. I think maybe Don, you can ask. Are they still doing TV around that frequency in the States? I'm not entirely sure. And Kim is saying that delays this weekend to Northern Ireland as expected. There we go. Rob is saying, have we still got offers on the 7300? Yes, we do. So at the moment on the 7300, there's a number of offers that you can go for. So in fact, you've got a choice of 4. So you can either have a free SP38, you can have a free SM30 with the purchase price of a 7300, or you can elect to have an extended warranty for about half price. It makes it about £50. Or you can elect to have the PTRX 7300 board installed, which is that SDR output board, so you can plug it into something like an SDR play or a funky dongle or something like that, in order for you to have a sort of an external or an additional receiver. You can have that cheaper. That comes down to $99.95. So you've got 4 options, 7300. They are available from stock. Most of the offers are also available from stock. I think we're waiting for SP38s to arrive, but if you want to go for like the SM30 desk microphone, that is available to ship with the radio, should you wish to go for that. Andy says, Happy New Year. This is a very informative live session, really enjoying it. Please send my thanks to the Governor. I shall certainly pass that on. what else have we got here? Oh, Don bought his from HRO, very good. And he's allocated to FSTV, but he's not heard anybody on it. Fair enough, okay. Is an expert MB1 on the end of the shelf? Trying to think what you can see in picture. What can you see in picture? There, that's what I think you can see. That's not, it's actually a Flex. It's a 60, my glorious assistant just grabbed for me an SRH 771 in relation to the handheld antenna. That's the one you want to go for. Thank you, John. Yes, no, over here it's a Flex 6400M. Of course, it's HF and 6 meters from Flex, made in the USA, not too far away from where Don is actually. So that's definitely one to think about. Available not too long time actually. We've got Flex stock, I believe, on the way. Although I'm sure Kim will correct me if I'm wrong. She always does. Can you show your iambic paddle, the inexpensive ones? Yes, I can. Let's go this way. And I shall just flip the camera around. So we have I got any out on the shelf here? This is going to be where I'm going to have to go into a cupboard to get one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right. Let's spin back around. Talk amongst yourselves, everybody. It's okay. I'm in the wrong cupboard, and I'll do the social distance dance with Dan there. That's what that was happening. Right. Any preference on colour? Green it is. Excellent. Thanks very much. Right, and go back to my point. I know what I'm doing here. Okay, so yes, the iambic paddles. So yes, from CW Morse, we do have the little iambic paddles. They're nice. They're very light, very inexpensive. Exactly what you want if you want to go, you know, walking, hiking, anything like that. Maybe you want to do a bit of SOTA. They really are a very good option. We also have the cables in stock. They don't come with one, but they are in stock and ready to go in all the various colours. There's also a nice steel weighted base for them as well. So if you did want to use it, maybe in the shack, have a little bit of weight to it. Otherwise, they are very lightweight and they can move around the desk. That stand is definitely worth going for. So, yeah, iambic paddles, all of the colours. I've just picked a green one up, but all of the colours are available from stock. Let's have a look. See, Carrot Crunch says it must be a dream job working there. Most of the time it is. Gary says it's not, but most of the time it is. There you go. Don said just down the road in Austin. Fantastic. Gary says he's nailed poor. Yes, that's yeah. Gary, you and I both. Yeah. I should really pull Gary this way. He's only sat down there. Yeah, he's only sat down there. Carol Crunch says that he's poor every time he rings us up. Yeah, absolutely. Right, anything else here? Let's have a look, see. Good afternoon to Paul, G7JVB, who says afternoon. Afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Right. And someone's coming to from our own accounts. There you go. Happy New Year to all our customers. Yes. Any other questions you want us to go into? I'm not going to go on for much longer. I've been going half an hour. So any other questions from anyone? Let's have a look. Alan says, "Hi. Will there be extra shipping costs for shipping to the EU?" No, there's not. And in fact, now you say VAT, we're not expecting any price rises. Put it that way, but. We'll see what happens. But certainly tariff-free, that was part of the trade agreement. And of course, you save the VAT as well. You're not going to pay any UK VAT. Good afternoon to Roach1. Greetings from Germany and Happy New Year. It's DJ6JH. Freezing Pig says, I'd like an IC9700. IC9700s are available from stock. Please excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip of water. I left the vodka at home today, so it is water. AD is asking Gary, what would you recommend? Flex 6600 on MB1? Gary's saying that's a tough question. Gary, do you want to come on camera and answer that one? When he hears me say that, he'll come over. I'm sure he'll come over here. I'm sure he will. Let's have a look at what else we've got. Happy New Year to Lee, who is in Norwich, lovely part of the world. If you've not seen Martin's video, he did a video a few months ago with the Norwich Club. about his history essentially, and I'm sure it is still available on our website. It's still available on our YouTube channel. Gary is coming in. I have to say, Gary, before you come into shot, Gary hasn't shaved since last year. Nor have I, but Gary really hasn't shaved since last year. You've given up shaving.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to try and do this with the microphone, because otherwise we're going to be told that we all sound horrible. So there we go. You're through my t-shirt.
Who am I responding to?
You are responding to AD,
right,
with the question on 6600 or MB1.
Okay, that's pretty tough because the MB1 is sort of a self-contained jobby, so you've basically got a built-in PC in that at the same time. However, I personally quite like the 6600 and combine that with a Mac and the German software, because that combination is absolutely brilliant. It's got built-in FT8 and all sorts of things. Really like that a lot. But the MB1 has got such good reviews, it's just self-contained. But obviously, it's a difficult question to answer. It's down to sort of taste, whether or not you want sort of something all in one, or whether or not you want to go for sort of something that's a partly sort of separate. You could go for a 6600M, and then do it that way. But no, it's a bit of a tough one. They're both really good radios, excellent radios.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Gary.
It's all right. You're welcome.
Thank you. You're good to spit the other end now. Thanks.
I'm going now.
Oh, cheers. Bye. See you soon. See you when the DX10 comes out, shall we? Should we do a video for that?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that. I might end up buying one of those.
Are you going to buy one of those? Go alongside your 705?
Yeah, go along with that.
Very good. Well, you would do, yeah. It'd be perfect. Right, let's go back to some of your questions. Brett, afternoon, Brett. He doesn't live far away from me. Brett says, do you think a long wire would tune up when run over the top of a very long I can never say that, Leylandii hedge? I think Martin, who's manning our comments from ourselves today, he's about right. Yeah, it's not great running any antenna right up against anything. So if you can get it far away and in free air, that's going to help you a lot. It's going to absorb most of the RF. One option to do if you really can't get anything out, if you've got a fence line. I know that a couple of people have. I know a few people I know have used the top of the fence and just sort of very crudely tacked a piece of wire to the top of it to be a bit stealthy. I believe the RSGB might have a book on stealth antennas, which is worth looking at. So that might be an option for some ideas. Right, let's have a look. See. Flex has 4 antenna inputs and 2 transverter inputs. You can actually work satellites from a couple of transverters and full duplex. That's very true. Let's have a look. See, Rusty Scupper says all the best to ML&S in 21, and that's K6PX, San Diego. Very good. Thanks very much, Rusty. Mark says, Happy New Year, chaps. Any news on when the ACOM 1000 will be back in stock? Kim, if you're still watching, when are the ACOM 1000 going to be back in stock? My phone's apparently running out of battery. We'll get to that, I'm sure. There you go. ACOM still having delays, unfortunately. MLS customers will know as soon as we do. Perfect. I think it's time that we get Kim back on video as well to answer all your questions about availability. Lee asks, how do I stop noise? It's a very difficult question about noise. So BHI is always a good starting point. Something like an NES 10-2 Mark IV would be very good, or one of the noise aways, or the parametric EQs with the DSP. That's a very good option as well. It looks like Dan might have a new product he's just testing out over there. It's okay. It's all hush hush. Okay, fine. If it works, you might see it in a minute. If it doesn't, you won't. What else have we got here? Danny says, can the IC7100 be used remotely without the controller being plugged in? Oh, that's a question. I suspect not. I suspect you would still have to have the head plugged into it. I think. But it's one I can try. It's one I can try. You would certainly need the RSB01 software. I think you probably would need the control plugged in, because I think that, yeah. I don't know. That's a very good question, to be honest with you. A very good question. Brett said, part of the hedge doesn't belong to me, so even the installation would be stealthy. Thanks for that. So I won't run the risk of trying out this idea of getting caught. That's fair enough. Lee, if you look at the comment that Martin's put, there's a link to BHI on the website. Freezing Pig says, how much, Martin, what's the price for a 9700? Retail price for 9700, 1795.95. Again, same as 7300, with either a free SP38 speaker or free SM30 microphone.
Warranty.
Or the warranty. Thank you, Dan. Or you can have the warranty for half price as well at $49.99. Yeah, okay, Gary is confirming my thoughts. 7100 won't work without the controller plugged in. Do you have any second-hand 4-meter dedicated transceivers? Not second-hand at the moment, but we do have things like the Wuxun KG UV980PL available from stock. Also, we've got the Wuxun KG699, the handheld, dedicated 4-meter FM handheld, available. Yeah, it's that's available in stock. Or 7300, 7100, DX10 arriving Monday. Have we mentioned the DX10 yet? DX10 arriving Monday. One of the best ways hand noises go portable. Yeah, thanks, Don. Yeah, Tommy's saying power switch on the control head. Yeah, there we go. 7100. I have a Kenwood TS480 sat. Do they have anything in it to stop it? I should talk about noise. Go with the BHI option. Go with the BHI option. Jonathan asks, is the X510 in stock? Unfortunately not. We are waiting on delivery from Diamond. But if you get your order in via the website, of course, we'll ship one to you as soon as they come in. Gary Concha says, Happy New Year to Gary. I'm sure he says it back. He might shout it in a minute as soon as he realises. Right, anything else for this one before we conclude? It's been a very good one, and thank you very much for supporting us throughout 2020. It's been let's be honest, it's been a bit of a pants year last year, but hopefully next year can get a lot better. Thanks to Rob, PA3GFY. It says 73 is from Holland, 73 to you as well. I will conclude it there. Thanks very much for watching. If you have commented, thanks very much indeed. If you haven't, if you just sat back and watched, well, thanks very much as well. Thank you for all your customer support throughout 2020 and as we continue into 2021. So we're not expecting any delays or anything like that as a result of something that happened 11 o'clock on Thursday. So that's the plan anyway. So thanks very much indeed. Thanks very much for watching. Of course, if you haven't already, do watch the video that Martin did that went up yesterday. That is available if you're watching us on YouTube. Logically, if you go to our channel, you can find that. Of course, if you're watching this after the fact and you're wondering how do you get notified when we go live like this, well, it's very simple. All you got to do is click the subscribe button. And then click that little bell notification, so you will actually get a push notification every time that we go live. There was a question just there. Did on release, or does it 705 have 60 meters? Yeah, every 705 that we sell has 60 meters enabled as standard. Good. Right. Thanks very much indeed. I'm going to call it there. So if you pop a comment in below, if you're not watching this live, we'll do our best to come back and answer you after the fact. Tony will be doing this next week because I'm not in the store, but Tony is in. He will be doing the weekend webcast next Saturday. Of course, got another Sign Up for the Weekend video this coming Friday. They go live at 12 o'clock with a premiere, so you can watch that as it goes out as well. But until then, until we get around to doing this all again, stay safe. Have a very nice rest of your weekend. I know that many people won't be going back to work till Saturday, so I hope you enjoyed what's left of your sort of bank holiday weekend, and no doubt we'll see you soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.